Hello. Thank you for checking in. It's Thursday. A regular feature of Live with Lorielle, new called Stupid Question Day. Ooh, there's Stupid Question Day. Welcome to Stupid Question Day. I put on the Genius cap, which allows me to answer any question about any topic in the entire universe with complete accuracy. Guaranteed. According to me. So hello. Thank you for checking in. Great to see everybody on YouTube and Google Hangouts. I'm streaming live on both, and the links are on Twitter. If you're not already following me on Twitter, please do. And there's a very short lag on YouTube. My internet connection just like disappeared for like 2 seconds, and everything shut down, and I had to restart. So it's been happening every single day with this Frontier. Like all of a sudden, it's like it just stops my phone signal, everything. It's like when you have a blackout and the lights go out for a second. With my internet connection goes out for like 10 seconds, and then it's got to all reboot and everything. David Jones says David Jones has the first question of the day. For the Genius. David Jones has the first question of the day. Oh, I haven't said hello to everybody. Wait, I'm gonna have to say hello first before I let me say hello to everybody. Allura Star and Shocker and Sturgis Guy and Tesis and House of Dave and Sam and St. Clinton and Eric and Petey and Tim and Ryan and Photo and Philip Chandler and Mark Mean and Star Raven and Angie Jonas and Fairy Slover and Lucky Girl and Azure Yusuf and the Cram and Marcel and Jim Dandy and Sturgis Guy and Joe Barney and Red Stapler and John McCain and Bill Knaus and Scott Kimmis and Blair Cooper and Terry Sue and Brett and Sam and St. Clinton and Cosmic Joe and Jay Dahlman and Wing Doggy and Boot and Swede and Max. Hello. Thank you for checking in. All right, if you wrote something earlier, I may have missed it. So you might have to put it up again. David Jones had the first question of the day, and it definitely qualifies as a stupid question. David Jones says, why do stupid people always get angry when I point out that they are stupid? Well, see, David Jones, it's a subjective value judgment, and they may be offended because you think you're pointing out the obvious. However, they might differ in your judgment of their intelligence. They may, in fact, be calling you the stupid one. And if they are indeed stupid, then they already know it, and they don't need you to keep pointing it out. It's just rude and obnoxious. So, thanks. All right. So, hello. Wait. What? Did I miss something? I'm sorry. I think I missed something that you said, Linda. I didn't. David Jones says he is always right. Never, ever wrong. That sounds like somebody is on the verge of falling down on their face. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt, David Jones. Hi, Blair Cooper. Hi, everyone on YouTube. Oh, okay. Thanks, Linda. Hi, Wing Doggy. Yes, so I had yes, thank you for asking. I had a wonderful dinner and movie last night with my sweetie. We saw a film, a very interesting film that I actually quite enjoyed, but it's getting mixed reviews. Some people hated it. It's called High Rise, like as in apartment building high rise. And starring Tom Hiddleston, who is so eminently watchable. Oh my goodness. He really, I think he could just sit there and I could just watch him do nothing. He's a very fine actor, very eminently watchable. So I enjoyed it. It was a kind of like um, slightly bizarre fairy tale where the building is kind of like society, and things start to fall apart. The infrastructure starts to fail and fall apart, and people start to become um, more a little more. They're not so polite. They're not. The society breaks down, and they all start turning into like kind of beasts, Cro-Magnon cavemen. So, hi Blair Cooper. Linda says, knock knock. Who's there? Linda says it has a question. It's a riddle. Riddle me this. How do you unlock a Kindle Fire? David Jones has the answer with the Kindle Fire key. Ha ha! Rock, paper, scissors. Ah. Gotcha! No, that was actually a legitimate question that I turned into a joke. Ah! But I had a very nice and very nice. Oh, and I went to the doctor today. I saw the doctor, looked at my x-rays, looked at my foot, and I'm doing very good. Just to give you an update, my foot is at 85%, which is where it should be at this point in time. It's building. There's like a little circle of, here's the break. You saw the picture. I put the picture of the first x-ray of the break, the initial x-ray. Put that one up. So you saw the little kind of diagonal break, where it's making like a little circle of new bone around that. So here's your bone, and then it's like a little circle, and it's not like solid and thick. It's kind of like fuzzy looking, like your bone is like a solid white line, and the new bone's kind of fuzzy. So it's doing good. I can wear a flat shoe, and I have to get some physical therapy because from wearing the boot and all this time and not using my foot, same way like when people wear a cast, you know, the muscles in that one leg where the cast is on, it shrinks. Well, all those little teeny tiny muscles in your foot and your toe that you don't even know exist when you walk, there's a ton of little tiny muscles. Those have all completely like shrunk down to nothing. So my foot is weak in that, like, all the muscles you use to walk and move and all that, they're really weak. So it's very sensitive, and you can't do a lot of walking on it. You got to build up the muscles a little bit. Like the toes on one foot, like if you put your toes like that, or you put them like this, and you try to push them on the regular foot, they're very strong. If you curl your toes and try to pull them up, they're very strong. On this foot, there's like no strength. They're just like, whew, and like they're just totally floppy. Well, the one toe especially. So, and I probably pulled some muscles and tendons and stuff. So he said it'll probably take a couple more months for it to get strong enough. So if you wear a high heel, it won't hurt. Right now, I can't even put my foot in a high heel. And today, for the first time, I wore regular shoes, flat shoes, no more boot. But even just walking like a couple blocks, it starts to feel real sensitive and tender. So it's healing, but 85%. And now they're going to sign me up for, I have to wait for the approval, but signing me up for physical therapy because you have to do little exercises to strengthen those little teeny muscles. And they're muscles that you don't normally like work on, you know, little tiny muscles in your foot and on the balls of your heel and in your toes and stuff. So, but those are those little ones that, and so I have to strengthen that up so that the bone has to keep getting stronger. Right now it's kind of like it's fuzzy looking. It's not solid, so it's a little sticky. And they said that, you know, if you overdo it, you can like you can kind of rip it and re-break it. So So that's where we are. But all good. Said my bone looked healthy and was progressing exactly how it should. So, and my doctor's very nice, very sweet, cute, funny. Blair Cooper says the more you use it, the better it will get. Blair says he knows because he has broken almost every bone in his body. Wow, Blair. That sounds like you certainly learned that the hard way. Yeah. So I'm going to start trying to gradually strengthen it. And he said it'll take a couple more months. So, but that's all good. So everything's going as it should be. So happy about that. And my bones look healthy and normal. Everyone keeps, it's kind of annoying me. Sorry, I was supposed to be answering questions, but I felt like people kept blaming me. Like, victim blaming. Well, when you break your feet, people go, oh, you should take more calcium. That's why you broke your foot. No, I broke my foot because I folded it in half, and it's not supposed to bend that way. It doesn't matter how many supplements I would have taken. It was going to break if you do that. Or other people are like, oh, maybe you have osteoporosis. Your bones are thinning. I'm like, no, I broke my foot because I folded it in half. There's only one answer to that. It's not that complicated. It's not really my fault, except it's kind of my fault because if I hadn't tripped and folded it in half, I'm the one who did that. But yeah, so it's going good. I know the word atrophy, David Jones. I wasn't sure everyone else did. Oh, and Linda has already fixed her Kindle. She said she set the Wi-Fi and changed the time zone. Wow, well, good for you, Linda. Blair Cooper said he used to play hard. Yeah, I can't imagine. Blair Cooper used to... Blair says, how many pairs of shoes do I own? Right now, I actually haven't counted. I'm seeing about 85-ish. I have to count. David Jones says, who is going to win the NBA championship? Me! It'll be the upset of the season. Upset of the season. Suddenly, out of nowhere, non-basketball playing woman wins the NBA champ. NBA officials have no comment, believe their system has been hacked. FBI is investigating. What? No, I won, fair and square. Marcel says, with that foot, I know. NBA team shamed by non-basketball playing woman with a broken foot wins the NBA. Take that! Oh, good. So, yeah. No, who is that cute guy? There's a cute basketball player who's like the most valuable player, and he's got a cute little girl. His little girl's named Riley. And I'm forgetting his name. He's very cute, too, but he has the cutest, she's like 3. I'm sure you guys have all seen her, because he brings her to all his press conferences, and she takes over the show, takes over the mic. She's a really cute little kid. Steph. His name is Steph Curry. Steph Curry. Steph Curry, he's an MVP, and his little girl is named Riley Curry. So yeah, he's the MVP and the winner. Actually, I'm going to say Riley Curry is the winner. Blair Cooper says, I heard you say cute guy, and I suddenly became more attentive. I immediately thought you must be talking about me. Does that happen to anyone else? I am talking to you. All of you. And we took some very cute pictures last night, Sweetie and I, celebrating. We're going to celebrate. We celebrated yesterday, and we'll be celebrating over the weekend for 8 years. But they came out completely out of focus. The girl that took the pictures, the waitress, took the pictures, and she didn't do a very good job. Wait, David Jones says, I was being sexually harassed at work. Does that count for anything? David Jones. Sounds excellent. Who is sexually harassing you? Your immediate supervisor? The woman who owns the lunch counter? The guy who cleans the stairwells? Oh, David Jones says, okay, well, first, here's the plus. First of all, David Jones says he's being sexually harassed at work. Luckily for him, it's both women. Because as David Jones is heterosexual, it gets real complicated when it's, yeah, if it were another guy. If it was his boss or the president of the company, that gets you like, well, I don't know. But luckily it's women. So, okay, good. Did they work with you in another department? Are they your supervisors? What capacity are these sexually harassing women in, David Jones? Do you have to report to them on anything? Did they report to you? David Jones says, I don't know who they are, but apparently he heard them talking about with his super bionic ears, or no, with the hidden microphone he planted in the ladies' room. He heard them talking about what they wanted to do to him. I'll tell you what I want to do to. I'm gonna take that stick out of his ass and. Hey, what? That doesn't sound like fun. Marcel says, why was David in the ladies' room? Well, that's the only way he could install his monitoring devices. David Jones, yeah, David Jones masqueraded as a janitor. Excuse me, ladies. Cleaning. Well, David Jones, I hope that they were actually, when they said they were talking about what they wanted to do to you, I hope it was actually a sexual thing that they were talking about and not murder or some sort of violence. I don't know if you got the whole conversation. Maybe you got, or did you just get a piece because maybe they actually wanted to kill you or barbecue on a pit. Oh, goodness. David Jones says, I heard the entire conversation. Maybe they knew you could hear. Maybe they were just stringing you along. Marcel says, are these women blind? Yes, they are blind and they're feeling his butt. They were reading his butt like Braille. So bumpy. Story of your life. Oh, what? It's smooth and pristine. What are you talking about? Bumpy. David Jones says, I do not have a Braille butt. Thank you very much. Secrets out. You can't hide anything on the internet, David Jones. What? I coined a new term. We've coined a new term here. We can call that Braille butt. Yeah, I don't think that's ever been used before. I think we've just described a new term, a condition, a new jargon. Linda says she thinks it would be an excellent name for a band. The Braille Butts. How about the Screaming Braille Butts? Oh my goodness, what am I talking about? This is supposed to be Stupid Question Day. Does anyone have a question for the genius? Apparently I have already answered all of your important questions on previous Stupid Question Days. Apparently I've answered, oh yeah. That's tricky because unless you get new questions. Yeah. When I was leaving the doctor, speaking of my butt, when I was leaving the doctor's and I was walking down the hallway and I said thank you to the doctor, he turned and looked and said, nice walk. And he might think he was talking about my foot, but I'm pretty sure he was talking about my butt. Or at least that's how I'm going to tell the story later. Blair Cooper says, what was your first professional acting role? Well, I actually worked on this one little film, but then that didn't show up for literally I don't know, 8 years after it was made. And I've never seen it, so I don't know. I don't remember the name of it right now. I think it was called Shut Your Mouth or something. But I think the one that I call the official first acting job, Blair Cooper, make sure I'm remembering correctly. I'm forgetting the chronology. I think it was Up Close and Personal. I think it was Up Close and Personal, but I'm not positive. I may have forgotten some chronology of things. It's been a while. Very first one. Thank you, David Jones. So, I'd have to look at my resume. because part of it is because like sometimes you do things and then they don't show up for a long time, and then some things show up in this order, but you did it in that order. So I'm trying to remember which. I think it was Up Close and Personal. Yes, David Jensen's. Yeah, I played a role of a secretary who actually had two scenes where I was talking. One scene where I was talking to Michelle Pfeiffer, and one scene when I was talking with James Rebhorn and Joe Montana. But those scenes were both cut in the editing. So I believe in that movie, you only see me, I think, like, I can't remember what you see. You might only see me like walk across the screen a couple times. I don't remember. I think you might see me walk into the room and they cut my lines and you just see my boss yell at me and tell me to get out of the room. Yeah. There were actually 2 actual scenes, but they were cut. Well, Blair says, what was my 4th professional acting role? Oh my god, I have no idea. I'd have to look at my resume. I forget the chronology. Yeah, but that was my first one, and so I was immediately cut, so you don't really see me in it. And then I think the first one, I think, where I actually appeared on screen and I wasn't cut was to Jillian on her 37th birthday. And I think I had like, yeah, I think I had like 2 lines. I said like, this is really cool, and then the other guy said some stuff to me, and then I went, ew. That was. But I forget the chronology of what was before that. Oh my goodness, it's already 5:55. How did that happen? How did that happen? All right, I am just about to sign off. But I will be back tomorrow for Funny Friday, where we share jokes to put everybody in a good mood for the weekend. So I hope you'll have some jokes. Let me say goodbye to everybody. Laura Starr and Shocker and Sturgis Guy and Tesis and House of Dave and Sam and St. Clinton and Eric and Petey and Tim and Ryan and Photo and Philip Chandler and Mark Mean and Star Raven and Angie Tomlinson and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and Azure Yusuf and the Cram and Marcel and Jim Dandy and Sturgis Guy and Bill Knaus and Scott Kimmis and Joe Barney and Red Stapler and John McCain and Brett and Terry Sue and Blair Cooper and Sam and St. Clinton and Wing Doggy and Boot and Swede and Cosmic Joe and Joe Barney and Max. Thank you so much. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. I love you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Genius out. Bye.